guys, it is me Blackman here and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be telling you guys my coming out story. So basically, hi, I'm bisexual. No, not into it. Let's get to it. Okay, so basically, I'm Blackman, I'm 24, and I'm bisexual, and I actually just came out on YouTube like 2 months ago. I posted a video that was just like, meet my girlfriend, and it was like, okay guys, hey, I'm gay. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to tell you guys about how I came out to my parents, essentially, because I have been out. Okay, so first of all, I always knew that I liked girls. If you guys don't know what bisexual is, which I highly doubt that you don't, it means you like both sexes. So pansexual is like you like everything. Bisexual is like you like female and male, whether that's cisgendered or trans. I don't really know, but I'm bisexual. So I like men and I like women equally. I've dated both. I'm currently in a relationship with a woman right now, and I love it. It's great. So yeah, so anyway, I always knew I was bisexual, like from a very young age. I had my first girlfriend at like 5, and I mean, I feel like a lot of little girls kind of do that because like the girls are around, but like I knew that I really liked girls, but I didn't really know what that meant until maybe 6th grade, I think, is when like my friend told me like, hey, I'm bisexual, like I like girls too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the name for it? Wow. So yeah, I didn't really know I didn't know what it meant until I was like 6th grade. And I was just like, okay, like that's cool. Like, it's not a big deal. I never really struggled with that part of it, like accepting the fact that I liked both men and women. That was never something that I really had to deal with, that I struggled with. I know that a lot of people do, and I think it was made easier for me because I was bisexual. So in certain aspects of my life I could hide it, and then in certain aspects of my life I could embrace it. And when it came to my friends, I embraced it. When it came to my family, I hid it. So my sister knew. I don't exactly know when she found out, but she did. She found out. She didn't really care. She was like, girl, whatever, I don't give a shit. And that was cool. So we're going to talk about how my parents found out, because that was like the big thing for me, was telling my parents. Because my parents are not extremely like religious or anything. My dad is definitely more on the religious side than my mom. They're not extremely religious, but they do have their thoughts and opinions and views, and you know, like they do view homosexuality as a choice. Or at least they have in the past. I don't know now. I haven't really asked them anything, but yeah. So I didn't think that they would really love that. So I hate it until I was 24. I'm 24 now. So basically, I guess I'll just kind of start at the beginning. So in May, I started talking to a female, and like we met, we started talking, and then a week after we started talking, we started hanging out, and we were just like hanging out all the time. And I'm very close with like my mom, so she would ask me questions like, oh, who are you hanging out with, like who's the guy, because she knew I was dating. She's like, who's the guy, like what's his name? And I was very secretive about it because I didn't want to lie, because I've never really had to lie about that before, because it wasn't really too much of a topic of conversation. I could kind of just avoid it. But with this, I really liked this girl, and this girl is my current girlfriend, Tiara. You guys have met her 1,000 times. She's absolutely amazing. I love her so much. But at the time, we were just talking, so we weren't officially together. But I didn't want to lie about it because I knew that I liked her, and I'm like, it's just easier if I avoid the questions, you know, like, just don't answer them. That's easy. So anyway, so my mom would ask me questions, and she's just like, who is the guy? Like, why are you being so secretive? Like, tell me, like, where y'all going? And I would, like, tell her where we're going, but I wouldn't tell her, like, who it was with and what his name was and everything like that. And she's like, I just don't get it, Raven. Like, why are you being so secretive? And I'm just like, I just don't want to talk about it. Like, it's weird. I don't want to talk about, like, my dating life with you guys. Like, it's just strange. And so one day, I went to go pick my mother up from work. And we were driving home. And she was like, I know you're talking to a girl. Is basically what she said. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, I know you're talking to a girl. And I'm like, I'm not gay. She's like, no, but you don't discriminate. Literally what she said. And I'm just like dying laughing. And I kind of just leave it at that. Like, I don't really confirm or deny. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I literally was just like, okay, well, yeah, I'm talking, like, I'm hanging out with a girl. But I didn't, like, go into details. And, like, you know, the fact that we were, like, talking and, like, moving towards something else. I just kind of left it at that. And so she would just refer to her as my friend and, like, oh, you're going out with your friend and so on. And so, like, a week or so later, I actually became official with my girlfriend. We were moving on lesbian time. So anyway, so, like, we were official, and, like, obviously I was pretty much hanging out with her, like, every single day, pretty much. I think the longest we were, like, apart is when she, like, went to Vegas. So I was hanging out every day. So I'm still, like, my mom is just referring to her as my friend. She's not really referring to her as anything else besides that. And I'm just like, okay, like, I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna, like, go into details about it. And then I, like, go upstairs to her room one day, and she had, like, said something to my dad along the lines of, oh yeah, she's hanging out with a guy or whatever. And I was just like, why are you lying to him? Like, I'm not asking you, I don't want you to tell him, because that's not, like, I'm not trying to do that right now. But, like, don't avidly lie and, like, make it seem like it's something else, because I don't want to turn something that's, like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to turn something that's, like, beautiful and amazing into a lie. I don't want to lie to people about it, you know. So anyway, so once my dad left out the room, she's like, well, I mean, she is your friend, right? Like, she's just your friend, like, unless it's something else. And I'm just like, no, she's not just my friend. Like, she's my girlfriend. And, you know, like, it's not, this is not platonic. And she's just like, and I'm like, I'm bisexual. Like, I've always been bisexual. And she's just like, I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't suspect that you were bisexual or whatever. And I'm just like, I've always been that way. And then so she tried to, well, before I said, like, I'm bisexual, I've always been bisexual, she tried to turn it into, well, dudes ain't shit right now, you know, so I get why you would want to date a girl. And I had to, like, shut that narrative down really quickly, because I didn't want that to be what it was. Like, I'm not with girls because guys are trash. I'm with a girl because I like women. I've always liked women. I've always liked men. So it's not because of that. So I had to, like, shut that down real quick. And she's just like, and then like, well, you know, like, I never expected that. I didn't suspect that. I'm just like, yeah, like, I've always been that way. I've always liked girls or whatever. That's not, I'm not doing it just because, like, dudes are trash right now. And she's like, well, like, I still love you. Like, that's not gonna change anything. Like, you're still Raven. And I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional, because I didn't really expect that from her. Like, I definitely expected, like, some judgment and some misunderstanding, and that's not what I got. So that was nice. That was how I, like, officially told her. And ever since then, like, she's been fine. Like, she'll still, like, slip up and call Tiara my friend, instead of my girlfriend. But I see her trying, you know. And that's one thing that I kept doing with her. Like, I kept making sure I called Tiara my girlfriend, because I didn't want her to get comfortable in her denial. Because one thing that you can never do as a gay person coming out of your closet is worry about making everybody else around you comfortable. I'm not saying, like, be all dramatic in their face and shit, like, unless it's just who you are. But I'm saying, don't let people get comfortable in their denial. Like, don't change who you are. Don't diminish who you are to make people around you comfortable with you being gay. Like, don't be that person that's, like, pretending to be straight to make everybody else around you comfortable. Because, like, the only person's comfort that truly matters is yours, because it's your life. Like, you have to, you know, you have to make sure you're comfortable. You only get one life, so make sure you're living it for you and not for everybody else around you. And I just didn't want to do that. Like, I didn't want to get caught in that, like, yeah, she's my friend, like, get caught in that, because once you kind of get into that, it's very hard to get out of it, because now people are comfortable with that, so they just graze over the fact that you're gay because you don't make it a point to remind them. So anyway, so then with my dad, we had got into like an argument about something completely unrelated, and I think my mom said something about my girlfriend, and so then me and my dad was like going back and forth or something, but still not in reference to that. And he's just like saying like I'm acting different or something like that, and I'm just like, say what you want to say. Like, don't beat around the bush. Like, why are you saying I'm acting different? And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, he's saying this because I'm like dating a girl or whatever. And so, like, the argument ends. They leave. He comes back and he's like, Raven, like, I talked to your mom because I wanted to know why you kept saying, like, basically implying that I'm like trying to imply something. And he's like, she told me, and that's not what I was talking about. Like, I didn't mean because you're like dating a girl, like, no matter who you date or no matter who you with, like, I'm always gonna love you, and it like doesn't matter essentially. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm really stubborn, so I'm like in my feelings the whole day. So with him saying that, I'm just like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not, you know. And he's just like, that will never change how I love you and how I view you and all of that. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm crying. He can't see me because I'm like turned the opposite way. I'm like, whatever, nigga. And so yeah, so that's essentially how I told my parents. It's not like an extremely interesting coming out story. It's pretty like low key. But one thing that I can say that I never expected was for them to be so open and so like accepting of my girlfriend and accepting of us together, and they have been, and I'm extremely blessed with that, because I know that there are so many people out here who don't have that. And it's crazy to me that I like hid in a closet for 24 years, and I was so afraid that they would like not love me and not, you know, and judge me, and I built it up to be something that it wasn't. Like, they were so much more accepting than I could have ever thought, and just really blessed with that, because they like love my girlfriend, and like my mom is always asking about her. My dad is very polite and nice to her, and it's just really nice to have that, because it's like I love her so much and I love them so much, and like to be able to have that kind of like come together and be a positive thing is really nice. And you know, like, one thing that I did always say, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna come out the closet to my parents until I like find somebody that's worth it. And it's crazy how I literally stuck to that, because as soon as I met her, like as soon as I really started being around her, like I was not afraid really. Like, I wanted to tell people, like I wanted to like let people know. I didn't want to make it a secret, because it was like, I don't know, there's something about her that just made me, you know, like want to be with her and not hide her and not be ashamed or anything like that, because she's just so amazing and such a positive like thing in my life. And so yeah, I'm getting a little emotional because I'm a bitch. But yeah, so that was it. Like, I don't know, like it was just, she made me just want to be comfortable with myself and like, and tell my family and not hide it. Like, I don't want it to be a secret. Like, she's the love of my life. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna stop because I'll cry. I'm a fucking crier, so I'm done. But yeah, so with that being said, it wasn't extremely interesting. It's kind of low-key. Like, there are still people in my family that don't know, but that's just because I'm just not fucking close with them. Like, I'm not hiding it. Tears all over my fucking Instagram. Like, I have this YouTube channel, so they'll find out when they find out. So with that being said, please love yourself. Please make sure you are your top priority, because at the end of the day, you have to make sure you're good. Like, make sure you're comfortable. So like I said before, don't focus on making other people comfortable with your gayness. Make sure you're comfortable with it, because they're comfortable in their straightness. They're not gonna hide their straightness to make you comfortable. Don't hide your gayness to make them comfortable. So anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching, comment, like, subscribe. If you want to, be sure to share with a friend, because that's how these things go. I love you guys so much, and I will see you so soon. And remember, stay fabulous. Besitos, bye. I did it without crying, bitches.